Hello, my name is FRANCESFOX, and I'm a trained remote viewer, trained and skilled in all the psychic abilities. We are all born with all of these abilities, and then it's closed down by the lack of support of our family, the school system, and most of the world that we live in. And if you get very skilled, I can tell you that a lot of people are going to say you're working with the devil, which is ludicrous. But most people, or too many people that are very religious, associate working with spirits with working with the devil. Jesus Christ, the first thing he did when anybody was ill was to remove spirits. And then he would go ahead and give the healing. It makes sense. If you go to the doctor, you've got a knife inside of you, somebody stabbed you, the doctor's going to take the knife out first and then repair. And to say, don't take that out, go ahead and repair, is silly. But that's what we're doing in medicine today. Don't remove that spirit that is always associated with all diseases and all conditions and are not perfect. Don't touch them. Just leave them there, because you know what? I don't believe in them. And if I do, I don't want you touching them. I want somebody who's a professional. Those exorcisms done by professionals are really hysterical. You could do a little, oh, they have done lots of little movies about it, but it's a hysteria that's unwarranted. We do exorcisms once a month around the new moon, full moon. They're not hysterical, but we don't work at the level of the spirit that is bothering and it has attached. We work at the level of intention, and the difference is tremendous, very graceful. We're here today to continue to vitalize our intention for peace and prosperity. Everything that is happening today seems to go against that. And we were told thousands of years ago that this would be a very messy time. So we need to make sure that we continue to vitalize peace and prosperity in spite of what is actually happening. You don't even need disinformation anymore. Really bad stuff is happening. In spite of that, you didn't lose your ability to create. What you did was you deviated your attention to what is very dramatic and calling of your attention, which pulls your attention away from your intention. What I suggest is that whenever something really bad happens, or dramatic catastrophe, or like what happened with the bridge in Baltimore, go ahead and do your homework, find out what it is that happened, simply because I believe you should do that. You need to know what's going on, and then you drop it. Then you go back to your intentions about your life. We no longer have a collective consciousness. We can now individually create a reality that's incredible right in the middle of chaos, which is why this name of this event that we're giving Monday through Friday is going to change to peace and prosperity in the midst of chaos, because we are going into the chaos stage. When you do the mantras, it would be good. Portofino, I was supposed to send you something to let you know that tonight at 8, we're going to be working on the eclipse and the pyramids, okay? She had begged me to remind her, because a lot of times she doesn't get on her computer. I don't normally do that. Actually, don't even know her that well, so I hope that helps, Portofino. We're going to do mantras, but we're going to start with a mantra that today we need even more than we needed it yesterday or the day before. I cried today a lot after I watched the news, because 2 or 3 days ago, I did an exorcism. We had like 20 people online. But what I found was that everybody's etheric energy body, which is what creates structure, it's a matrix from which the physical body springs, that in everybody, except for, I think, one person, it was a mess. I was like, oh my God, we're not doing an exorcism. We need to go to baseline structure and figure this out. So that the people that paid for that class were very gracious and said that, yes, we should put it out to the public, even though they didn't pay, because everybody needs to know that. But it wasn't until after I cried about the bridge that I realized that's structure. And I believe in our group, we had said a couple years ago that there would be a lot of issues with structures just collapsing. Because in the other dimensions, the etheric, which is the matrix, has collapsed. This is a big problem. But we're not going to let that problem stop us from doing what we're supposed to be doing today, which is vitalizing and energizing our intention to create peace and prosperity in the midst of this chaos. So when you do the mantra, you do not move your mouth with the words. Your mouth is just for expelling your breath. You repeat the mantras either in your head, or sometimes I'll direct you and say you might want to direct it to your heart chakra. You might want to direct it in between your legs, which is your root chakra, if it's something having to do with prosperity or security. But mainly, you need to know that the mouth, you don't move with the words. We're going to deal with our depression and our wanting to die. So even if you say to me now, Frances, I don't want to die, please, I can say, that's fine. I hear you, but maybe you work next to somebody who does. Maybe your wife or husband does, and maybe one of your kids does. It's an energy that's in the air. Suicide is up dramatically, and it's going to go up even more. And when you notice how much better you feel, then maybe you might want to note that and say to yourself, well, maybe I'm not really feeling that great about life. So that's what we're going to start with. And we're going to use music that we commissioned. Isn't that a neat word? Like I was in the Renaissance when they used to commission all this art. It's like when I built a building, I spent a ton of money. But the thing was proud of was I owned an elevator. Everybody has their thing. So I commissioned some music. I don't even know anything about music. I did give instructions to Mateo Cuaron, and he has given us a group of commissioned music. How do you say that? I don't even know the proper language. That it does exactly what I wanted it to do, which was to help create positive change, but particular positive change. So when we do the mantra for wanting to die and being depressed, and we're only doing it because if we don't, it'll be hard for you to energize prosperity. Because if you're massively depressed, it's hard to energize anything, including the love for your children, etc. So the music we're going to use is for the solar plexus, which is, I'm laughing about this whole thing about being so happy with myself that I commissioned the music. And it always reminds me of the Renaissance when they did all of that art. It's just kind of cute. So we're going to do a video that has lots of yellow in it, which is the color of the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the energy center chakra called the garbage can of emotions. Also channels our personal power. So let's get a grip on the emotions, but not a grip as in holding back, a grip on what you really need to do with it so that you don't get stuck using a lot of your energy holding back what you're feeling. Okay? That's why this part of us gets so unattractive. No, I don't hate my boss. No, I don't feel like bashing my kid's head in. I told him not to do that, but no, I'm fine. Yeah, kids are kids. Yeah, kids are kids. But you have your emotional reaction. You have to do something with it. So you can write a long letter and burn it, which none of us is going to do. Or you can do a mantra and process it. You can do the purification mantra that's like a vacuum cleaner, which is the first thing we're going to do. I'm talking too long. So the mantra is, even though I'm depressed and want to die, I love and accept myself. And we're going to put it up now. Do not move the mouth with the words. We're going to go get the music right now. But before I do that, two things. If you want for this or any of our events to be live on your Facebook page, or if you have a website, you can do that, and it doesn't cost any money. Just let us know, and we'll figure out how to do it. I already have people from the CIA doing it. Why shouldn't you? I mean, why not? And it may help you to get more traffic, and it will also help to put us more out there and to get more people to be vitalizing the intention of peace and prosperity in the midst of chaos. Okay, so here we go. Here's the mantra. Even though I'm depressed and want to die, I love and accept myself. And here is the music, and we're going to do 10 minutes. We have to change the mantra. We went from here, that's rage in our third eye, and we went to this. Okay? So this, which is anger, which is depression, it shifted. And now we went to this. So I'm going to remind you that after 9/11, nobody expressed rage until later. And then that rage was turned into laws that restricted a lot of things to try to ensure it never happened again. never addressed the anger of the individual population of people that were in New York. And on the 20th of September, after 9/11, there was a break in the crust of the earth underneath New York City. I felt it. I went into a panic attack. I documented it on my website. That same day or a couple days later, I said it actually on Univision television. And I said, the problem here is that there may be an earthquake in New York City, epicenter, New York City, because of this new fault line. And of course, it was like in one ear, out the other. And I myself, I was like, what am I saying? I was saying what I saw, which is what I'm supposed to do. And it's ending up working out very nicely, thank you. And 4.5 weeks later, there was an earthquake epicenter in New York City. Due to exactly this that is happening now, we are in a rage. I cried a while ago. But honestly, if I keep looking, I'm very angry. How did we get here? Talking about the bridge now, but it's not really the bridge. What's going on in Texas? What's going on every place? So we are angry. We're not dealing with it. So now we did this mantra, and it's better. But we have to change the mantra. We have got to address what's really going on, because if not, this country is going to have a huge natural catastrophe, which everybody's been predicting. So, and somebody had chills, me saying this. What does that mean? When a person said something, and that person or other people have chills, it means that was just said was true. It's called being clairsentient, where you can feel things psychically. So somebody just had chills. And I know I'm right, because that's what happened after 9/11. Do you think anybody was going to listen to me? Come on, give me a break. No. You're going to listen now? No, we're not going to listen. We're going to actually work it. So we have to change the mantra to, we're going to change it to even though I hate and want to die, because we still have that energy. You know, it's an energy of giving up. Well, you're not going to kill yourself. So let's kind of let it happen, even though I hate. Give me a second to change it. We are documenting historical things in this chat. Afterwards, I'm going to show you what happened in the chat after the one we did last night, where we documented the process of how human beings came to the planet, and now we're reversing the process, when they call it the process of ascension. So stay tuned. You'll be ahead of the news. What does that mean? Nobody's going to believe you. Afterwards, they'll say, oh my God, that's so interesting. How did you know that? This is why I was born to do that. Okay. So you're changing the mantra to, even though I hate and want to die, I love and accept myself. And I will sketch you the collective you. And let's see where we go with this. I'm going to leave the same mantra, because the same music. Can you tell from my voice? I'm less angry. And I don't feel like crying, which is good. I have more vitality. From 1 to 10, how do you feel? Because after when we finish, you need to check that yourself, self-assessment. We released a lot of rage. Keeping down rage is very exhausting. If you ever go to therapy, because you had a tough life or whatever, a lot of times a therapist will say, once you release that, your reaction, you're going to have so much more vitality. Well, you're going to have so much more vitality. And the mind strings got green instead of black and red. So we're going to go ahead and move along to the actual. Okay, people are saying they're breathing better. The yawning, by the way, when you do these mantras, if you yawn, it's a great sign. It means that some secret channels in the heart chakra are opening up. And you can also get like a stomach ache. You can feel like bugs walking over you. Those are spirits. You can feel like somebody knifed you in your abdomen. Spirit again. There was another big one, the yawning, and there was another big side effect that's very positive. It means you're moving energy and you're bumping into stuff that shouldn't be there. Okay, so let's go ahead with the mantra, the reason why we're here. Please, God, help me with my intention to create miraculous peace and miraculous prosperity. And I am wondering if we should direct it, I'm not sure, to Baltimore. Because it doesn't really matter why that accident happened at some level. At another level, too many of us think that it was not an accident. So whether it did or it didn't, what we feel affects us. So why don't you experiment, or you decide if you simply want to direct this to your heart center in between your breasts, or if you want to send it to Baltimore. Because if it wasn't an accident, then we're going to have a lot of unpeaceful people making decisions for all of us. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to get the trilling commissioned music. And the trilling is this frequency of the mind strings, those strings that I keep drawing, that you have 72,000 of, that there's the instrument of creation that come from the fundamental structure of the universe inside of you. Their frequency and resonance is trilling, and trilling is this. So we're going to do this for 20 minutes, and I'll sketch throughout, and I'll put the dress. The dress that I put up is white and gold, but a lot of times people will see it brown and blue. A lot of times it'll be white and gold, but very matte, not very shiny. And that means your frequency is down. So you should get that photograph, download it, and then don't keep changing it. Always look at the same photograph that you downloaded, that you printed up, because that will help you to know that that's exactly the same thing you saw yesterday at 2 and it was great, and today it looks terrible. That's because something happened. Your frequency dropped. Okay? Let's go here with the commission music. no. If you're going to direct it someplace that's not to your heart center, direct this mantra to the people that could be making decisions that are not to our advantage within this country. The people that might do what I'm trying to train you not to do, what I did my whole life, but now I've kind of learned not to not react, to set the intention. If that was intentional and you react with the same intention as was set that caused it, there's no end. You know how many bridges are on the United States? So you can look at the event, but you have to go back to your intention. What is your intention? To make somebody pay to try to do something so awful that they won't do it again? You can't catch all those people. It's not possible. So if you want to direct it someplace that's not your heart center, direct it to the people that will look at that could tend to have a reaction that is not to our advantage. Okay? Sorry to interrupt. Okay. We did 20 minutes. These are the mind streams going up. These are little birds at the end of each mind stream. Never seen that. Apparently, we weren't getting the mind streams up fast enough. Interesting. Never know what's going to happen. And this is a stream of orange energy. It doesn't look orange, but it's orange energy that came into this room and went by here. And then I said, maybe it's going to everyone. It's orange energy, which is the color of the second chakra, which is the color of spirituality in the energy system. I don't know what that means. The little birds at the end of each mind stream, a very nice gesture. To me, the only thing I can say is that it seems like we need help lifting ourselves up. Those mind streams were not going to be that easy to lift up. When they're down, as we were when we started, that's being down, depressed. This is where we started with the rage in the eyes. And after a little while, the depression kind of went away, and then these got shorter. And then as we continued, we were releasing. This is releasing of rage, and the mind streams were still that's what it is. The mind streams got the proper color, which is green, but they didn't lift up. So here you have these little birds lifting them up. You know, in the Bible, I'm not Christian, I'm not Catholic, I'm not Buddhist. I learned from every place. I don't really believe stuff unless I see it myself. But in the Bible, it said that first God put nature, and then God put animals, and then man. And nature and animals were here to support human beings on planet Earth. And certainly having little birds lifting up our mind strings because we were not able to lift them up during this session, that's very sweet. And I guess precisely why God did that, putting the animals before they put us. So I'm going to put the dress on really quickly. Check and see. Is it better than when we started? I didn't do it right at the beginning, which I should have. I see it really, really crystal, very clear, the gold and the white. It's not any more gold or white. It's just more clear to me. But I did cry before this chat, and that certainly would have cleared a lot of negativity from me. So let's go ahead with the last mantra, which is having faith. So this is a telegram mantra. Repeat it in silence, as all the other mantras that I share. And it's simply, you direct it to your heart center, and you just keep repeating, I trust, I trust. See, even just saying it is relaxing me. I trust. Okay? So go ahead and start, and I'm going to put on. Now, this is another commissioned music piece, and it's called El Baile de las Medusas, La Danza de las Medusas, which is the dance of the medusas. Jellyfish, it has been established, are like super, super intelligent. And now they're saying that they're from another planet. Yeah, they are. And if you're having a lot of trouble, sometimes I can see a huge jellyfish, this type, over your home with the tentacles draped over, giving you a protection. So what I would like for you to do is to pay attention to the jellyfish. Where do they go? Or better yet, where do you want them to go? Do you want them to go to the bridge that fell down? Or do you want them to go to the people that could start making terrible decisions? Or do you want them just to stay with you? You decide and direct them with your intention. Okay? So here I am. There we go. This is not working. I think let's just go into the pure, even though I hate, I love and accept myself. I think we're too frustrated. Okay? I think we're too frustrated. So let's change the mantra to simply, even though I hate, I love and accept myself. And the people that deny hatred are making it difficult for the rest of us, because all human beings have that emotion within them. And we are definitely in a hateful situation. And if you do not process your hate, we could have happened what happened after 9/11 in New York, which is that Mother Earth absorbed our rage and our hate because of what happened. And we ended up with an earthquake, epicenter New York City, 6 weeks after 9/11. And that's, you can look it up. I felt when the fault line broke. So there was no validation for that for about 10 years, I think. And then it came out that there was a new fault line, or they had just discovered a new fault line. So here's the mantra. And I'm going to go and not choose the Medusa music, because that's just not the mood that we are in. I'm going to put this one, which sometimes the birds sound like they're hysterical. Okay? This is simply trilling. Okay, very interesting. When we went into the love and faith and the pink Medusas, we got depressed again. And when we went into accepting the fact that we hate, we got energized. Repressing hate makes us depressed. If a lot of people who are very depressed are really very angry, and that depression is turned inward. And one of the symptoms of, let's say I've taken care of 5,000 people, I'm just putting a number together, who have backaches. Only one of them had a backache due to something that was not repressed frustration and anger. So if your back hurts, lower back, you are angry about something. Just do the hate mantra, even though I hate and there's nothing I can do, I love and accept myself. And within 10 minutes, your backache will go away. And let us know. We have on this chat a lot of followers of the Mantrista movement, and they have developed a lot of psychic abilities. So they started to share some of the stuff that they saw. And that is not a good thing, because what happened in terms of the bridge may end up being a really, really big political issue, which we do not get involved with. So that's why I said to please not say that, just keeping you informed of what's going on. So we are finished. Let me put the dress on. And we are in to some very interesting times. And again, we had an earthquake that was minimal in New York City due to repressed rage after 9/11. We already have too much fire in this country. We don't need any more repressed, and we don't need that those people that are saying that there's going to be an incredibly large catastrophe in this country. We don't need for that to be true, because we did not know that we were angry, or we did not address that anger. Our enemies know exactly what button to push to make us react. And that button almost always has to do with fear, which is an emotion. Make you angry, make you depressed, make you afraid. So you need to figure out, and that's what we're here for. We can work with you with it, what to do with your emotional reaction, which is totally legitimate. It's not that it's not legitimate. It's what do you do with it to make a difference. You vitalize your intentions once you deprogram those negative emotional reactions that are always legitimate. Okay? So we will see you again tomorrow. Interesting time.